Good morning, my beautiful diamond. SheilaTruelove here with you. It's Monday morning. And I always tell my beautiful diamonds who are still interested in finding a prospective mate and a spouse and partner in life, you have to be very, very careful. I want to share this with you so that you can see that I'm not just, blowing smoke. When I say it's very dangerous out there these days when it comes to dating, this is just sad. This is just sad. Let me share this with you. Let me just make sure you can hear this really well because I don't want you to miss any of these pointers. And maybe this will help wake up a lot of the ladies out there today, because I know too many women who they trust too easily. Going to these men's homes without a chaperone. It's important to have a chaperone these days. Let me share this with you.
Where are the girls? People, I'm warning you. Stop going to Facebook, Instagram, Tinder, social media, period. Meeting people online, going to their house, eating and drinking their food. If you keep doing that, you might wake up to somebody cutting your organs out. It's $1 billion business if you didn't know. This woman met this guy off a dating site. She was head over heels for the guy. This guy promised her the moon and the stars. This guy was very wealthy. He had a big house, a nice car, and plenty of money. They talked for 3 months before they ever went on a date. After 3 months, they went on 2 dates before he was able to convince her to come to his house. He told her he was a professional chef and he was going to prepare her the best dinner she ever had. She was excited because she really liked the guy. The guy was rich, had a big house, nice car. The guy was even attractive. Now, even though they talked for 3 months and went on 2 dates before she went to the man's house, when she went to the man's house, you can tell she was still very nervous because she took several pictures of the man's house when she was pulling up for her safety. When she went to the man's house, he cooked her a beautiful dinner, just as he promised. This woman was very excited. She even snuck and took several pictures of the inside of his house. This man's house looked like a celebrity crib. She enjoyed her night so much she couldn't wait to get home to share the pictures and her experience with her family and friends. But when she was getting ready to leave, she noticed she was getting very drowsy and tired. And then...
Now, I want you to just notice how she went out on 3 dates, or 2 dates or 3 dates, and she was already in this man's home. You're already in, and you're going, and I'm sure he lived in a really great house. It was probably somewhere in the woods where it was secluded. What are women thinking? You're going to some man's house. Did she even let her family and friends know? I don't even understand. What are women thinking? I don't get it. I'm sorry.
The unthinkable happened. She blacked out. When she got to the man's house, she took a picture of his house, posted on Facebook. When she got in his house and seen the inside of his house, she posted on Facebook. When she was about to eat, she took a picture of the food and posted on Facebook. When she was on the man's couch and she was tired, she was posting on Facebook. The inside of the man's house was the last thing she posted on Facebook. No one never heard from her again until the police found a body about 3 miles from his house. The body was missing the head and the legs, and they don't know if the body was burned or what happened to the body, but they couldn't identify her. Men and women meet people on social media on a daily basis, and you think these people want you. Not everybody wants you for the same reason. Some people just want your organs. It's $1 billion business. 600,000 people go missing every year in America without a trace. And they only find 4,000 of them people, and they can't even identify the bodies. Tell me, where's them people at? Why do 600,000 people go missing every year, and they can't find them? The only reason the police found this man that took this woman's life is because she took 100 pictures. She had pictures of his house, inside his house. But 99% of the time, y'all not taking pictures of no one's house, posting on Facebook while you on a date. A lot of people just come up missing, and it's a mystery. people don't have a clue what happened to them. Most people that go missing is never found. And these criminals that run these businesses, they know that. They know they can take your organs, do away with your body, and no one won't even look for you. So do yourself a favor and think twice before you go to meeting people off of these dating sites. Someone promising you the moon and the stars, and you go to their house, and you just another missing person. And this message is to men and women. Women do the same thing. You go.
Yeah, I've heard the stories of how a woman will have a man set up. He comes over to the house. She has some dudes in the back room. When he comes over, they jack him. They rob him. They beat him. And I'm sure maybe they're selling his organs. We have no idea. It's a very sick world out here this day and age. And it's nothing more than Bible prophecy being fulfilled. Because the Bible made it very clear that in the last days, there will be no natural love. Love is going to be a thing that dies out. People really don't care. And you have a lot of these men who, you know, the passport bros, because they feel that American women are too difficult to deal with or to handle. So they go to the Filipinos or they go to these third world countries and get these women. And 9 times out of 10, they have a hidden agenda for why they're going to get these women from these islands. They come up here. They don't know anyone. They don't have any family. So they get to dominate and control, like you're getting ready to see with this next clip that I'm going to share with you.
Imagine you just got married and your husband puts you in a million pieces and leaves your head in the shower.
What?
Y'all, this is what happened to this newlywed couple, and this is why I will remain single for a very long time, because I just do not trust people. This poor lady right here lost her life because of her husband's toxic, narcissistic, and abusive tendencies that he had for a long time. According to her friends, their friends, he was very controlling and toxic and narcissistic towards her. And he even stole a beer from her grocery store that she worked at after he unalived her. So basically, he unalived her, put her in all these pieces. Her head was found in the shower of their house. Now, according to what I looked into, his parents were the ones who came across this, and thankfully they called the police, and they didn't try to cover up what he did. He then proceeds to go to her workplace and steal a beer. This poor lady, and they're saying that she might have been undocumented, so that might be why she was afraid to report the abuse that she had been experiencing from him. But I really do hope she rests in peace. She was such a beautiful young woman. Imagine you just got married and your husband puts you in a million.
That's why they go into these foreign countries, because they want women, like you heard her say that she was undocumented. That means that she was not from this country. So she didn't want to press charges because they would probably find out that she was a foreigner. Okay? Here they said her name is Aggie Diaz. Okay? I'll never be with a man ever again, one woman says. Going on 10 years now and counting. I just think that if you're still interested in dating, you have to just be wise. Always meet in a public place. When it comes to who you're marrying, I don't know, honey. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know, you know? Because just because you meet him and he's nice at the time that you met, people change all the time. I know you have a lot of women, wives, who will vouch for this. They say, this is not who I married. This is not what I signed up for. And vice versa. Women change too on these men. These men say, when I met her, she was this way and that way. Now she's she metamorphosized into something I don't even recognize. And I didn't sign up for that. So when it comes to this, for better and for worse, I never said that in my vows. I never. Thank you, Jesus, I was wise enough. Because I knew when things get bad, I'm out. Deuces. I wasn't going to stick around and throw my life away. You know, I was having a Bible study, me and my bestie. We always meet at the cyber cafe, we call it. You know, WhatsApp, and you have the FaceTime. And we meet at the cyber cafe at 2 o'clock for brunch. And we were looking at Joyce Myers, the story of Joyce Myers, we were reading about how her parents, her father, was raping her for so many years, and how he was abusive to her mother. He would beat his mother, he would slap her, he would threaten her with abuse if she got him angry, or if she just, didn't act right. He threatened her all the time, and he was doing this in front of Joyce and her other family members. And her mother, Joyce Myers' mother, married her father at the age of 17, and she stayed with that man until he died. He died at 83. So that was over 60 years plus that Joyce stayed. Joyce's mother. Joyce has a great husband. Her first husband was a terror too, but God bless her with David, who is awesome. But the thing is, when people think it's a flex to say, oh, I've been married for 20, 30, 40 years, look at Joyce Myers' mom. She stayed in that marriage throughout all of that abuse. And then if she was to say, oh, we was married for 60 years, everybody's ready to applaud it. I don't applaud that. That to me means you stayed stuck on stupid for so long. She threw away her whole life. But before he died, Joyce managed to win her father over, and he turned his life over to Christ because of her forgiveness. That's why God blessed her abundantly, because even though she had toxic parents, she still was respectful and honored them. And she did. And that was hard. There's a lot of toxic parents out there. I know that. God knows that. He knew that before he made that command to honor your parents. So just do what you know is right, and God will bless you for it. Joyce wrote over 146 books. Her ministry is off the hook. She has millions and millions of people who absolutely love her. So all of that abuse, it paid off. I'm not saying stick around for that. I couldn't do it. I can't do it, babe. I mean, if it's not my mother, I forgive my flesh and blood a lot of the times. And sometimes you just have to love people from a distance if they're physically violent. Like her father, he would go around slapping people and hitting people and just physically violent. So, of course, you have to keep your distance. And Joyce, she still was a soldier out there fighting for her parents to be saved. But the point is, do you see the type of people that are out here in this world? You have to be careful. And just because they're good this year, will they be like that next year? And if so, what guarantee can you give me? You can't. And I'm not interested in playing Russian roulette with my life and with my health. How many women have we listened to from some of the videos I've posted who've had husbands or partners who gave them STDs, gave them something that they can't get rid of? Now they're stuck for life. They knew he was a cheater, and they still hung on to this character. And now when you're in and out of the clinic, you can't blame anyone. But now they're getting to the point where they're trying to sell organs, and that's a $1 billion industry. So ladies, you still out there interested in all of this, at least have chaperones, okay? Even though you end up marrying the guy and he turns into a beast. Yeah, you never know, child. I don't know. I know as long as I know I belong to Jesus Christ, he's always going to protect me. He's always going to take care of me. Protect and take care of. Provide, protect, teach, lead. It's safe. I like safe. Anyway, there you have it, my beautiful diamonds. Always have an escort. Always let people know where you're going. Like when I'm in an Uber, I always do a screenshot. I send it to my son, and I send it to my friends, 2 of my neighbors here, and I send it to my daughter. My girlfriend, she lives somewhere far, so if anything happens, you at least know where to begin to look. And I have my pepper spray and my little hammer in my bag every time I get into an Uber or a Lyft, because you never know. They have a lot of women that they're trafficking for money. So be careful. Remember, you heard it here first. Twinkle, twinkle, twinkle.